Back and messy. Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for your patience. I'm hoping we don't have too much more of this, but it's going to be a long day. And so, um, just to recap, we were talking with John. I was talking about messiness, and then I lost complete control of my ability to move anything or change anything in my software program. Funny how that works. Okay, so I'm back here with John, and we're going to bring in another guest here shortly. John, we were talking about intention, messiness. Clearly, my intention is to do something beautiful and not be too messy, but
And I hope in time we'll see the poetry of what just happened.
yeah, exactly. Blair, do you want to join us? Unmute yourself.
Yes. Hello.
Hi,
Glad to be
Blair.
here. Yeah. Hi.
How you doing?
Howdy.
I'm doing great, actually. On messiness, I don't know that I have something profound to say, but I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to pipe in when feel called upon.
Blair's a good friend of both of ours. What did you want to say? Did you have a question or anything you wanted to share, or were you just coming to hang out?
Oh, well, is it just three of us? Or I have no idea who we're talking to.
You are talking to me and Halcyon right now. So you clearly you've been really watching the show to see what's going on.
I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's participants I can't see. Well, do you know about Halcyon's optimism tax?
Tell us.
Optimism tax is one of my favorite things I've ever learned from Halcyon. It states that instead of living your life out of fear that your shit is going to get stolen if you don't like lock it down, you basically leave stuff unlocked, unguarded, and don't stress about it. And 99 times out of 100, you'll be fine. And one time out of 100, you'll get stung and someone will steal from you and it'll suck. But that means you get to live your life without being in fear all the fucking time. And I just think that's great.
How does that resonate with you, Halcyon?
I love it. I mean, it doesn't mean you don't lock your stuff down. It's just you don't live in fear of things, and that you know that, and that when you do get burned, when someone betrays your trust, or when you get your heart broken or whatever, instead of going, "That's it, I'm never trusting anybody again," or "I'm never," like shutting down, you go, "Oh, optimism tax. It hurts right now, whether it's financially or emotionally, and I'm gonna pay that. But what I get in exchange for it is what Blair said. You get to live in a world where you can trust people. And so you have the opportunity to connect with so many more beautiful people because you're not shutting down. And if you live shut down to protect yourself from possibly getting burned, that's just way too costly."
Yeah, the crucial thing was not just
I love that.
physical stuff. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite teachings of yours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, Blair, thanks for joining us. I'm going to try and bring someone else in here and see who we got. Got my dear brother and coach, Joe, is in the waiting room. I'm going to see if I can bring Joe in here. Joe. Hold on. Let's unmute Joe. Joe, how you doing, buddy? Is your video on? Nope.
Still connecting to audio. Joe is in process.
Joe's in process. Well, while he's waiting, let's bring in Lonray. Lonray. I love it. These people are just hanging out, but they're not ready to actually contribute. So, guys, if you want to actually join in the conversation.
Joe's connected.
Joe's connected. There he is. Joe.
What's up, brother?
Hey, there he is.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing so well.
Love that.
The question is, how are you, Mr. Helix?
I am getting through it. We had the rocky start here, but I think that's probably to be expected.
Yeah.
You test this stuff, as you know. I've been testing, and now it's been testing me, but it's good.
I love it.
Yeah.
introduce me to your guest. I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is Halcyon. Meet Halcyon.
Fantastic to
brother?
meet you, Joe. What a
Great to
treat.
meet you. I love what
Uh,
you're wearing.
Thank you. It's a special occasion. Yeah.
Yes.
So did I hear you coach Helix?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well then I already have a uncomfortable amount of admiration for you.
Thank you for that. I also call him my friend. Like, he's such an amazing guy, such a amazing spirit he has inside of him.
Oh, stop it some more.
Stop it some more. Can you handle this for 12 consecutive hours, Helix?
I at this point I could use it for 12 consecutive hours. Yeah. So,
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah. So Joe, did you have anything? You're a very wise man. Did you have anything you wanted to contribute here?
Yes. Give me a topic that's so broad.
I mean, yeah, you decide. What would you like to share with us today? Words of wisdom from a man I love and trust.
Oh, brother. Well, I'm thinking so much about you and your journey and just who you are, and I think that what we really want, what we really are looking for, we get it by giving it away first.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want abundance, we get to give abundance to the world. Abundance is not about what I get; it is about what I give away. And I think of you and giving away, generously, and on your birthday, looking to face outward. And I think that is such an example for all of us on how we can look outwards, face outside of ourselves to go give what it is that we want to get. That's what I would say today. That's what comes to mind.
Thank you, brother. Very kind, very sweet words.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Joe.
Yes.
Love you, bro.
I'm going to get set up on my laptop and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I think we've got Lonray ready now to join us. Lonray, you there, my brother?
I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Hey.
So Lonray has been working with me on the physical side of things. I see Lonray comes over. He's been my kind of quarantine buddy, and he's been whipping my ass into shape. That's just one of his many qualities. You are an incredibly beautiful, generous, awesome human, and I love you.
I love you too. And today is all about you. So let's talk about you and how awesome you are.
Talk about
and
you.
We're done. We can talk about me anytime, but this is your birthday. So I just want to join in the love offering, 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, however long we can go, to show, express, and share the love that you have provided us for so many years, whether it's your, dedicating your birthday to the mission, Midnight Mission, the community that you have built, the communities that you are a part of, from Burning Man to Lightning in a Bottle to Metal to, just random strangers off the street. I commend you for being just a beacon of love and light in this sometimes dark world. So I love you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. You've shown me the beauty and the power and strength and vulnerability, even, the technical difficulties, whatever you make through it. And like John said earlier, sometimes you look so perfect. It's like, okay, not everything's perfect. Like, everything doesn't go exactly right. It makes me feel better about my life sometimes, and but you handle it with such grace and such poise. So I just wanted to say,
see me getting uncomfortable here? I'm like, come on, it's not supposed to be all about singing my
feel
praises.
it, lean in, get your Sheryl Sandberg on, lean all the way in, get all this love because it's here for you. So you deserve it.
Thank you, brother.
You more than deserve it. So
I'm a very good man. I love that. Thank you, pal.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Good
my
to see
pleasure. You too. All right.
Well, I'm basking in it, and I'm gonna accept it. and accept the love. And yeah, I think next up I'm going to segue out here, Halcyon, and thank you for kicking this off with me. And I love you and I appreciate you. It's been great to have you.
Love you so much.
And I'm going to bring in my parents. At least I know my dad is here right now. So I love you, brother.
I love you. Have an incredible day. I'll be tuning in, and everybody contribute to the Midnight Mission.
Yeah, contribute. It's all in the link there. Halcyon, you have a great day. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, that's joining me. It's apparently me. No, there he is, my father. Hey, Dad. Can't hear you. Got to unmute you.
Can you not hear me?
Now you're good.
Am I good now?
You are good now.
Oh, good, because I'm on my iBuds, which I've never tried before. How's my sound?
You're sounding good. You can lean a little forward, though. We can barely see you.
I know, it's a
You're
little
so
uncomfortable.
relaxed.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Thank you. I have been encountering a lot of challenges already so far. My software is not cooperating. Like it's once again, I have zero control of my screen, which is very sad.
I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do? You know,
I know how that feels.
You know how it feels. We had a big event for you the other day.
And you were great, and you ran it, but we had, as I call, kerfluffles.
Always kerfluffles with this stuff, without a doubt. I wonder if my mother's going to be joining us. She's supposed to be coming on as well.
Well, she joined me 45, almost 46 years ago once.
That is a good point. While we're waiting for Mom, let's talk about you for a second. So you are an amazing father and also a very unique father.
Well, that's true. I'm unique because I made you.
You did make me, but that's not what I'm referring to.
Well, I think the water flows downhill and into you. So, I mean, you've exceeded all expectations and exceeded me. So there's just great pride, love, and I'm always moved by how fantastic you are, how you try for new things, how you're trying for something like this, which is unprecedented, how you're making COVID-19 a time of goodness for people, reaching out to people and homeless, and entertaining us all, especially with your piano solos, which were the height of, Tchaikovsky or Van Cliburn.
Indeed. I haven't had a lot of time for piano practice of late, unfortunately.
I've been missing it. A lot of people have written to me saying, when is the piano coming back?
Well, what I wanted to talk about actually was you and your incredible work with psychedelics, which has really hit an amazing peak. I'm sure people would love to hear all about that. Logan, Gesundheit, that's my boy Logan. You want to come up here, Lo? Yeah, no.
Why don't you give Logan some ketamine while we're on and see how that goes?
Let's not give ketamine to the dogs. Tell us a little bit about the work.
I'm a psychedelic psychotherapist. I could become a veterinarian psychedelic psychotherapist.
Tell us about the work you've been doing.
Well, the work I've been doing in serious with psychedelic psychotherapy began in 1983. I had been a psychedelic person during the 60s, but the serious use of medicine and psychotherapy began with Sasha Shulgin's tutelage. Actually, Sasha gave your mother and I our first ever MDMA session in his home with Anne, and that was the beginning, because as a psychiatrist, I was searching for some help for some people I couldn't help at all. And that was the legal period. So we proceeded and, formed a very wonderful group of people, including Rick Doblin, Dave Nichols, George Greer. There, so many people, Andy Weil, in those years. And we called it the Association for the Responsible Use of Psychedelic Agents, or ARUPA.
What does responsible psychedelics look like?
Well, irresponsible psychedelics is the absence of good setting where you can really hurt yourself. Responsible psychedelics is a presence of community, people to lean on, good place, you're not afraid of the cops, you're not being chased, you're in a good set and setting. So the setting counts, and the set is making things sacred. Yep. So the more one does preparation for a psychedelic session, the more one is both safe and has an amazing experience.
Yep.
It's not a guarantee, but it's certainly in the right direction.
I like that.
So we did psychotherapy galore. I mean, the MAPS program that's going on now to legalize MDMA and our actual ketamine, which came into vogue actually in '65, but really started being used underground. It wasn't underground. I call it the ground in the '70s because of its amazing psychedelic properties. In any event, the work we did was groundbreaking and pretty much applies to all the work now. What we learned then is what we continue to learn in the studies we're doing, trying to get our psychedelic agents, in this case, mushrooms or psilocybin and MDMA, legal. But we already have a legal psychedelic, and I'm pioneering in making ketamine-assisted psychotherapy a real medicine experience for lots of people, and we're doing that. We're publishing. We have a foundation, Ketamine Research Foundation, which you helped us do an event just 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and we're just sending out the recording to hundreds of people. And so what we're doing is giving, especially in COVID time, access to psychedelics, and we're starting a COVID-19 initiative. So I'm in a very productive, happy place at 76. And since you're stressless, except when you get a little ornery, then you're a little stressful, I have the privilege of a no stress relationship, which is really extraordinary.
Well, I love that. And I think Mom's in the room now.
I see her.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. Say something.
Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi. I was semi-hysterical.
Too much headroom, Mom. Remember the
What?
headroom? See, we want to see more of you. There you go. Beautiful. This is my mother, Alice Wolfson.
Hi, everybody.
Mom, we were just giving a brief intro to Dad, and I'd love to talk a little bit about you. You are an amazing human being. I'm so proud of the work and the legacy that you have. As you know, I've encouraged you to go out and spread that legacy. But you were a pioneering feminist for women's reproductive rights and women's health at the beginning. And any book you read on women in that period and women's health, you're in it.
That's true.
Do you think of yourself as an icon? Because I do.
I do not. I'm always a little bit surprised by it. It seems like something that happened spontaneously took on a life of its own and got huge, and we ended up resulting in the first patient package insert in a prescription medication in the United States. It built the National Women's Health Network. It started a whole feminist women's health idea, and that went viral along with Our Bodies, Ourselves, and other such pioneering people.
Yeah, it's amazing the work
She did really great work.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
For those who
and Eric, I want you to notice one thing about your parents. They're both wearing beautiful outfits.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of color. There's a lot of color in these outfits.
Yeah, I'll put color in it for you.
Yeah, I'm bringing in someone a little special here for a moment. One of my favorite humans, as you guys know. This will be a treat to both of you. Mr. Goldberg, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, cousin Jeffrey and baby Jane.
Wow.
How you doing, pal? Hi, baby Jane.
Doing good. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, big guy.
Joining in.
You're all grown up.
When you grows up, you grows up.
He grows up. You look so handsome for such a.
Stop it some more.
Such a guy.
What about us, Jeffrey? Don't we look handsome too, Jeffrey? Jeffrey's Alice's nephew.
Oh, wow. Wait. Let's look at the shades going on, baby Jane. That's amazing.
You guys look beautiful. Everybody looks so good. Yeah.
So Jeff, I had a few things planned, but technology is not cooperating with me at the moment. But this feels pretty good. So I wanted you to bear witness to this, Jeff, and feel free to weigh in. But I've got some parental trivia I'm gonna throw out.
Okay, let's see if Jeff remembers.
Bite your tongue, but see if you can remember.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Mom, speak. I'm gonna mute you
Hello?
for a second, Jeff.
What?
All right. Okay. Dad,
Okay.
Dad, Mom.
Yep.
We're going to start with some trivia here. I'm going to start with
Okay.
an easy one. And this is for parent of the year, best parent. Well, this just maybe best parent right now. So, question number 1. This is an easy one.
Can we be
favorite-
best parents of the century?
We'll see.
What
It
happens
depends
if
how
we
well you
lose?
do here, Pops. My first question. My favorite stuffed animal as a child.
Oh, the lion. Oh no,
Thanks.
the unicorn. The unicorn. No?
Actually,
Close,
it
we're
was
close. We're close.
Pegasus. It
Dad,
was Pegasus.
oh, Mom, Dad
What?
got that one.
What did he say? What did he say?
He
Pegasus.
said Pegasus.
I still have it in the
Oh,
closet.
yeah, that's right.
You said
well, that's
unicorn.
what I meant.
But actually,
Unicorns are
actually,
extinct. Unicorns
can I
are
make one
extinct.
little comment? Actually, you had a pink blanket. You were kind of pink.
It
No, he
wasn't
wasn't. He had a
More now.
daikon. It was a
Daikon.
daikon.
This
Daikon,
is
and
exactly what I wanted from this moment.
I have it. I have it in my closet, and you slept with it while you were still in college. Whenever you came home, and I said
is
to you,
not
"What are
true.
you going to do when
That
you
is
get married?"
not
And you
true.
said you will make it into a
Alice, why are you keeping it in the closet? Why didn't you put it out behind on the thing over
All right,
there?
guys. Hold the banter for a second. We're going to continue here. So that's one for Dad.
No, I
because
said unicorn, and
unicorn
Pegasus
is not the same.
unicorn.
Unicorns,
Pegasus
everybody knows
is not.
unicorns
He's
are
a flying
extinct.
horse.
Unicorns are
Pegasus is a
extinct.
flying
so
horse.
With a thing.
Dad got it
He doesn't
right.
have a
Unicorn
word.
horn, Pegasus flying. Okay. Question number 2, Mom. If you don't get this right, this is
Okay.
definitely slanted in your favor.
All right.
Favorite comic book character?
Oh, Wolverine.
Okay. Dad, did you have any clue on that one?
Well, it was the X-Men, and you collected them from the start.
Good work. Good work.
Wolverine.
Okay, we're going to get a little harder here.
Okay.
Question number 3.
Is this called Know Your Son?
This is. Dad? How do I feel about mushrooms?
Which you hate them.
love mushrooms, and I cook with them, especially when you come over, just to get your ire up. You hate mushrooms, but you like psychedelic mushrooms. I want to tell the crowd that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And not
Thank you.
really that true. Okay, here we go, guys.
Yeah.
Chime in first. Whoever's got this first. I want
Okay.
you to name 3 of my imaginary friends.
Oh,
That's easy. Aso Faso,
Aso Faso,
Cowboy West,
no, Cowboy
Aso
West.
Faso,
Cowboy West and
and,
Pacific French fries.
and Franco
Aso-
Bolo.
No,
what was
no.
it? Aso Faso, Cowboy West.
So far, so good.
Don't remember.
Is there a
I'm gonna
prize?
give you a hint. Son.
Sonny Bupa.
Oh,
Oh,
Dad!
Sonny Bupa. Right,
Dad
right,
for
right.
the win. That's 2. Wow,
I
Jeff,
forgot
how do you
about
think they're
Sonny
doing?
Bupa. Well,
I'm gonna get Jeff to weigh in. How are we doing so far? It looks like Dad's proven to be the best parent.
What's my prize?
Jeff, you there?
Can I get a hug, like a video hug? I want a video hug. Come on, give me a video hug.
Jeffrey Goldberg, what do you think? Who's winning right now?
I don't know. They both seem like they're really on the ball. I mean, you know,
thank you, Jeff.
they're answering well. They're impressive.
You think
Yeah.
so?
You know,
Ask
Spoken
another
like a
one.
TV commentator. Come on, let's get out of neutral.
yeah. I mean, we did it, you know, 45 years ago. It's a long time.
Boy.
Very.
They got it.
All right.
Pretty
I
sure.
want to tell that story about you, Jeffrey, in the book.
Well, hold on a sec. We're still doing
Sticker
parental
tags.
trivia. We're still doing parental trivia.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm an open Phil. Say whatever you want.
I've got a real fun one here we're going to do.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Phone number, childhood phone number from
Oh, gosh.
Hoffman.
From where?
From
I
Hoffman.
don't remember. I don't remember it.
It wasn't 415-826-5522.
Oh my God, Dad.
Good for Dad.
So here's what I want to do right now. I thought I'd call
Jeffrey,
this
I'm
number.
ahead. Jeffrey, say it. Phil's ahead.
Phil is ahead.
I think Phil is a little bit higher.
Oh.
Okay, so
Phone
I'm going to
number-
call this number right now and see who picks up.
I'm gonna listen.
I'm just curious to see who's going to pick up. So stand by.
The mailbox is full.
Oh.
There is not enough space to leave a message. Thank you for using
What?
the voice messaging server. Goodbye.
Well, I just tried that number and it didn't go anywhere. I was really hoping that was going to be a fun one.
Oh,
Oh well. So
Okay.
no one at the number, but Dad, well done. Well
Good.
done. I thought Mom would have that for sure.
congratulate Dad for that. I had no memory of that.
All right, this is a fun one, guys. This is a fun one. How old was I when I lost my virginity? Where did it happen?
Junior
And who
prom,
is?
Sally the girl.
Depends
Sally
what
the
you
girl?
mean by loss of virginity.
What?
Sally the
There's
blonde
several
girl.
stages in the loss of your virginity.
How old?
One started about 3
15.
with Davy Maynard.
Junior
that
prom.
was
Were you
no-
16 already?
No.
Oh, I
was-
didn't know.
No.
Something
There
I
were
didn't know.
Several stages to the loss
How
of
old?
virginity.
How old? Anyone?
What?
Yeah,
I
you were
said,
15,
I said
No.
15.
No.
And he said no.
13.
17. Okay, where did it happen?
In the closet somewhere.
No,
That was Heidi.
No, out in the open.
Physically,
at a
where did
beach.
it happen?
don't know.
Jones Beach.
How would I know?
It was, Dad, it was
I
at
mean,
your house
What?
before you moved in. There was just a mattress in the bedroom, no electricity even.
Let's see.
And we got in big trouble.
Bad setting.
We got in big
Bad
trouble.
setting.
Sally's parents were very conservative. And
Oh,
came
I
in-
remember.
I came
I'm
in
not
with a
going to talk
ponytail.
about it.
Don't
And-
talk about it. Good idea.
I had a ponytail and they called me Slick.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was it.
I have that. I have that ponytail. I have
Is
that
it,
braid.
is it in the closet with his blanket, or do you have it out in the open?
It's in a drawer.
Oh my!
This is comedy gold, guys. Am I right? Out there, audience, this is comedy gold. I feel like
Go
this
on.
is really
Let
good
him-
stuff. Okay,
That was a good question, but very personal.
I know. Yeah, we're getting personal now.
Very good.
All right.
You know, so, yeah.
Favorite, Jeff, if you know this one, you can jump into. Favorite martial arts film as a teenager?
Oh, that's would be for Jeff.
I don't know.
Dad?
Enter the Dragon.
No.
No.
Come on. Who did I
the-
want
the
to be?
boy-
I
the
used
boy
to stretch
one.
my legs.
Kung Fu Soccer.
No, that was after childhood.
Kung Fu Shuttle.
I'll give you a hint. The martial artist's name is like a curse word.
Give us a bit of. I don't know.
Like a curse word.
Dan.
Rather. Dan Shitsu. Dan.
Van Damme. Van Damme.
Oh, of course.
Come
I missed
on.
that.
Really?
Yes, I apologize.
Jean
I
Claude,
watched
baby.
every
What was the
one of you.
movie?
I followed you.
Like, what was it?
Yeah.
Like Lionheart? Is that it? Or
That's a movie. That's a bad one. No.
No, that was.
Come on, Margie.
That was-
You got this.
Jeff was probably there.
Blood.
Turned out he was a cocaine addict anyway.
Blood.
Say it again. Say it again.
Blood. Something.
Blood-
Bloodsport.
Blood
Jeff for the
sport.
win on that one. That was goes
Yeah,
to the
blood
cousin.
sport.
That was a good movie, actually. That was a good movie.
a great
I'm
Kumite.
remembering.
That was before he lost his stuff and became a complete addict.
Come on.
Right.
Let's go.
Okay. Next
Come on,
question.
we're doing well. More questions.
Yeah.
Next question. 5 countries I visited during my year abroad in Asia when I was 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Well-
that's so easy.
Japan, Thailand, Bali.
Nope.
Malaysia,
Bali's wrong.
Vietnam,
Bali's
Dad's,
wrong?
yeah, Dad's got
India.
Malaysia and Vietnam.
Malaysia,
India.
Vietnam.
I think
India.
I'm going to give that one to Mom,
India.
just by this much.
I didn't have any time. I was there.
Well, it's got to be quick. You got to be quick.
Jesus.
Eric, I don't know how you the country you visited during abroad. I get that. I don't know how you remember so much stuff about your youth. I'm like trying to think of things, and I can't remember anything within the realm of what you're talking about. It's impressive.
Well, that's weird because you do have a really good memory.
It's true.
And
Yeah.
you're also a new parent, and you've got twins on the way.
And
Yeah.
I remember when you lost your virginity too.
You
Somehow
do?
I doubt that,
Oh,
Dad.
stop it, Dad. Stop
All right,
it.
Jeff. Who
All
did
right,
Jeff
another
lose his
question.
virginity to? I don't even
No.
know that.
Come on,
What's that?
Eric, another question.
Okay, moving on. I'm going to go to the last question. I was going to do one more, but I think I'm going to skip it. All right.
Yes.
This is audience participation. Let me know if anyone chimes in on the chat on this one. Which
on.
of you, and I'm going to let you guys go one at a time.
Okay.
Which of you is the best parent and why?
Oh, no.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
What do you got?
No. Different.
Okay, so what?
There's not a best. It's a whole different thing. One's a father, one's a mother. You do different things, and you have different roles.
You guys, do you want the title? Because you're gonna have to
Alice,
duke
you
it out.
remember occasionally we cross-dressed just to confuse him.
If you
Yeah,
want
we
the
did,
title,
that's
you gotta give me something.
I don't want the title. I think we were both good, and so I don't like the question.
Okay, perfect. It's a trick question. So
Yeah.
you were both amazing parents. So well done, well done. What does the audience think? Anyone voting in? Lots of LOLs. Lots of LOLs. Yeah. Okay, this is a serious one though,
Okay, let's hear.
and an actual serious one.
Oh, I doubt it.
What are the moments you regret, and what are your proudest moments as parents?
So the moment I worst regret, okay, is your birth. Because what happened at your birth was I was expecting a girl.
Oh my
And
God.
you were a cesarean section, no, it wasn't. You were, and they kept me out, unfortunately. So I'm in the corridor waiting for my girl because Alice and I had sexed you, hoping to get a girl. We had a boy, and so I'm expecting a girl, right? And out they come and they say, "It's a boy." I'm saying, "No, you can't be right. Is it really true?" And I'm saying, "Oh my God!" And I turned around like Rumpelstiltskin, and I said, "Wonderful! I have another boy, and I'm all for it." And I never moved from that position. That was my worst moment.
Okay, that's your worst. We'll go to mom's worst.
My worst moment, you don't remember at all, which I find very interesting. The one that I always remember is being hysterical when Noah relapsed and you and he were fighting and you wouldn't stop fighting and I whacked you across the butt really hard.
You hit
And
me?
you don't even yes, I was that's right. And you don't remember it. And it's like my worst moment as a parent, which
Okay.
goes to show you memory is so odd.
I think it's why my ass stings every time
That's
I see
how
you,
it-
though. I have a weird instinct when I see
That
you.
must be. And what was my best moment?
Yeah.
So I thought it was my turn.
Okay, we'll go back to dad.
Okay. All
Best
right.
moment.
All right, go on.
Okay, I have so many, but I'll give
Me
you. I
too.
mean, really, they're just legion, like bigger than a Roman legion. So I'm going to tell you that moment. All right, we're in Europe for a year, and we've split up, and Alice and Noah have gone ahead to get an
yeah.
apartment in
Okay.
Florence.
And let me interrupt and just give a little context for those of you who don't know this, who are watching, that I lost my brother Noah to leukemia after a 4-year battle. He was 12
16 and a half.
Yeah,
12
12 when he
when
got
he
sick,
got sick.
and 16 when he died. I was 13 when he died. He was about 3.5 years older than me.
Yeah.
And up until that point, we had had a very idyllic hippie childhood until this sort of moment of real tragedy that sort of was the beginning of a lot of tragedy, including the loss of Richard Jeff, who's on here, my cousin's father as
Yes.
well. Tough times at that time, but you guys did
Very
well.
tough.
And we as a family, did the best we could. But
And your grandmother died 6
little
months
context
before
there. So
that.
go ahead, Dad.
Yeah.
We're in Europe.
All right, so we've had this wonderful event. We've bought a camper wagon. I've taken off the only time I ever took off in my life, a year in Europe with my 10 and 6-year-old and my wife Alice. And so we've gone to Israel where my sister was living, taken the truck all the way across, and we got to get back. So it's turning towards winter, and Alice gets on a plane with Noah, and they go ahead we didn't have cell phones then. They go ahead and go to Florence to find us an apartment, and we had enrolled both of you in the American School of Florence. Okay, that left you and me to take the truck back. You're 6 years old, cross the seas in the winter, a heaving Mediterranean. It made me sick as a dog. And we coming back to Greece through Cyprus, and I said, "You want to take a hotel room, or do you want to camp out?" He said, "Oh, I'm so tired. I want to take a hotel room." So we go into this hotel room in Piraeus, and we put everything away for the night, including our wonderful camera bag. And then we get up, we're really fresh, we have breakfast, and we set out on our camper wagon. We cross all of Greece, which only takes 3 hours. Buy tickets for a boat ride from Greece to Italy, up in Igoumenitsa, and we then cross the Gulf of Volos. All of this is taking 5 hours or so, and you are ending up on a hillside having to take a crap. And so I put you out on a little porta potty from the camper wagon because we didn't have a toilet.
And you
And
forgot
you're
it, and you
taking your
drove
crap,
away.
right?
And you drove
out
away.
in the middle of Greece, right? And I turn around and I say, I'll get my camera, right? And I turn around to get the camera and I don't have it. And I say, oh no, I left the camera in the closet in the hotel. All right. So we go all the way back across Greece, back to the hotel. We have dinner in Athens, go back up all the way up, and it's getting late. It's raining. I put you to bed at the Corinth Canal in the back of the camper wagon. It's dark, and it's still raining, and it's late at night, about 3 or 4 in the morning. You crawl up out of bed to the front seat of the camper wagon. Mind you, we didn't have, stuff that kids have now. You crawl up, and I say, I thought you were asleep. You said, Dad, I just want to be with you and help us get to Igoumenitsa and get the boat. And you stayed up with me from 3, 4 in the morning till we caught the boat and we went to Italy. And you were 6 years old. That's how amazing you are.
Amazingly, I actually do remember some of that time too, that moment.
You do?
Yeah. I remember being up in the front seat and falling asleep.
Do you remember pulling up to the street where Noah and I had rented an apartment just as we were coming back from we had no way of being in touch, and somehow you pulled up just as we were walking around the corner?
I don't remember that, but
yeah,
that's beautiful, right. Dad. Thank you. Mom, you're up.
Well, I have many, many, many best moments with you, but you asked me to say one that sticks out to me as a parent.
Sure.
Do you remember going to the party in high school? Dad and I had already split up, and you called me and you said there were gunshots at the party, and you ran out and you said, come and pick me up. And that was not really my
job. It wasn't gunshots. We were walking across the street and someone pulled a gun on us. Something
bad. And you called me, and I got in the car and I came and I got you, and we got home, and you came up into bed with me to look at TV, and you were really shaken. And all of a sudden I said, just a second, I think I have something that might help you. And I had a huge bag of frozen Milky Ways in the freezer, and I brought it up, and you loved it. And I said, that was the perfect thing to do. It took your mind off of it. Just one of those things that sticks in my mind is for you as a child, you were a great kid. You were a hug me kid. You were a cuddly kid. You didn't have a temper. You were easy.
I love that. It's a good one. All right, guys. Well, Jeff.
So I have a question for Jeff, as long as he's on the phone. Hey, Jeff, do you remember the Children's Museum?
Of course, yeah. Falling in the fountain and then
not falling. So I do have a history of torturing my cousin Jeff here, who's 6 months younger than me, and we are brothers. And this is my memory of this moment. Jeff, tell me if this lines up with you. We are walking through the Children's Museum, and was it Boston or Baltimore, Mom?
DC.
It was Washington. It was DC.
Oh, it's Washington. Okay. We were out visiting. So the Wolfsons lived in San Francisco. The Goldberg cousins lived in Maryland.
That's right. We did.
And we were in this museum. And Jeff, as I was prone to do, I dared Jeff to do something. So I used to love to do this. I originally dared Jeff to flush his shoe down the toilet. And he did that. What happened, Jeff? Do you remember what happened when that?
Yeah, there was a flood. It overflowed.
Yeah, clogged the toilet, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yep. But so I dared you to get up. There was a fountain in the Children's Museum, and I dared you to walk along the little wall of the fountain. And you got up and you did. And then I just shoved you in. And you went flying into the water, and you're sopping wet. We couldn't have been more than 5. You're sopping wet, and there were the people at the museum, the docent said, "Well, we have some clothes we can put him in, but they're from an exhibit we have on Mexican peasant life," and it was a little. So you spent the rest of the day walking around the museum dressed up as a Mexican peasant child.
Little Mexican peasant. Yeah.
I don't remember if you had a sombrero or not.
Great memory.
Do you remember that, Jeff?
Yeah, I do remember. Of course.
Did you ever get him back, Jeffrey? Did you ever get him back?
I don't think so.
No, Jeff wasn't the vengeful type. He used to just let me get away with this stuff.
Yeah. just roll with it, basically.
All right, you guys. Well, this has been absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for coming in, Mom, Pop, Jeff. To the viewers, I am still having some technical difficulties. So what I'm going to do is take a quick pause here and try and reboot my system and see if I can get that to work, because I got a lot more in store for you and I'm going to need some control here. So we're going to take a quick pause. Come back to the same place. Jeff, you can watch this on Facebook, YouTube. I don't know if you were realizing.
Who's next? Who's next?
Next is going to be Teddy Saunders is coming up. My buddy Teddy, we're going to talk about some of our crazy adventures. So just stand by, and everybody in the Zoom room, just stand by. We're going to be closing things down for a second, but I'll be relaunching. Thanks for bearing with us.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow,
happy
super fun. This
birthday.
was awesome.
Happy
Love you guys. This
birthday.
is exactly what I hoped for from this little cute segment. Mwah. We'll be right
Thank you.
back,
Bye,
everybody.
sweetie. Okay.
Okay. I just keep losing. Yeah.